Hello, hello. Welcome into Gamesthetic Live, episode 102. I'm Alex Light with SparkE3. Hope you're having a phenomenal day, whether if you're joining us live, watching this after the fact, or listening to this after the fact on one of the many audio platforms we're on. We appreciate the hell out of you. I've got both the boys here with me over Discord. Boys, how we doing? How we feeling this wonderful Saturday today?
I'm doing good. Ready to do all this stuff, even though I only watched maybe like half of it.
That's true. We were kind of unsure if you were going to make it, so it's good that you're here to shoot the shit, have a great time. John, what about you? How you doing? How you feeling today?
I'm feeling a little dumb right now because I just realized I didn't have the legs out on my keyboard. I guess I flipped it around recently when I was moving stuff around, and I don't know why that was bothering me.
I mean, I feel that. I mean, my keyboard currently kind of sets up like on my my monitor stand, so I feel that. I feel that. A little extra height on it. But yeah, lots to talk about today. Lots to kind of react to, I guess. You know, with the Ubisoft Foward that took place today. Splatoon 3 came out. Disney Dreamlight Valley came out this week. We had the ever so wonderful first ever D23 Disney and Marvel Games showcase. Had some Cyberpunk stuff this week, new Pokemon trailer, and all sorts of stuff for the weekly wrap up. If it's your first time here, make sure to subscribe to the channel, be a friend, tell a friend, like the video, comment down below, chat with us. We'll chat with you as we go. We do got a pretty decent amount here. Of course, check out the other shows like A Terrible Football Show. Really looking forward to this upcoming episode. Lots of good stuff to talk about after how today's college football went. So really excited for this upcoming A Terrible Football Show. Make sure to stay tuned for that. AniMan Plus as well. Did take a break this week. We'll be back on track next week. Looking forward to that for sure. Shut up, Zach. Yeah, we will. Be back on track next week. Looking forward to that, of course. Then, of course, check us out on our website, SparkE3.com. You can sign up for free. Sign up $5 a month. We definitely appreciate that. And check out all of our sponsors like Rogue Energy, Red Dragon, and Wayward Beard Co. Also, shout out to Agent Inc., who we are partnered with. More info on that coming soon. And join the Discord. Discord link down below as well. All right, so I'll start turning down the music. Oh, there we go. Now I'm turning down the music. We can go ahead and start kind of jumping into stuff. Boys, before we jump in, anything you guys want to shout out before we really dive into stuff here today?
Gizmo released on Multiverses.
How's that going?
I mean, he's very weird to play. He's a support character.
Fair enough, fair enough.
He's now the tiniest character, and to make it all better, he latches onto his teammates, so he just rides on their shoulders shooting arrows at people.
Okay, okay.
And then he has the infamous Wario side special, just he has a car.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude, I love the Wario side.
And the best thing about it is if he jumps out, his partner can jump in.
Oh, that's great. John, what about you? How have you been diving in some more multiverses?
Not multiverses for the past week. I did it. Spent most of the day playing. Went back and I've been playing Alien Fireteam Elite.
Okay.
I don't remember when that game came out, but it kind of just flew under the radar. I think because
I mean, we can find out.
Yeah, I was gonna look it up, but I decided not to bother.
Zach's got your back.
But yeah, it seemed. It was kind of like I just haven't heard anything about it. It's a game that came out, and just I guess I've heard nothing. I haven't heard anybody talk about it, say anything about it. But me and some friends jumped into it today, and it's a lot of dumb fun.
I feel like it was very much a niche release.
Kind of, but I don't know because
Came out in August last year.
Okay. But yeah. One of the things the game has going for it, because it's like level based, beginning to end, fight hordes of aliens, and that special aliens and stuff throughout the mission that'll get you. One of the fun parts about the game is challenge cards that you get through different other little there's little quest challenges, so you can buy them at the shop, like the in-game shop, where you get like attachments and weapons and stuff. And the challenge cards, they could be like simple, small, little beneficial things where like you have more chance to like make the enemy stumble when you shoot them. And then they have them where it's less helpful, where like you can't use abilities, healing packs, consumable items, grenades, anything like that. Where it's like you just start in and you go, and it's like just don't die, just don't go down. More fun ones where it's like, because there's like 7 or 8 different like classes, I guess, and each one has 2 unique abilities that you can modify with the perk system in that. but it's like there's challenge cards where it's like it'll lock out one of your weapon slots, uh like one of your consumable slots, and one of your ability slots. You can only use half of your kit for it.
Damn. Okay.
So it's like there's fun little ways to or like there's some fun cards, and then there's like some cards that make it real difficult for it. Uh, one of the most fun ones we had today was I put on a card where because the game doesn't have friendly fire, and you can walk through your teammates, but there's a card where when you walk into your teammate, there's a chance that it knocks you over. And let me tell you, it feels like the chance is very high.
I mean, I would consider it because if it's not a normal thing in the game, you wouldn't even think about it even when it's on. You would just naturally continue to try and go through your teammates.
Yeah, it's like it just kind of happens, and then it's like you start thinking about it, and then you just start messing with people. So it's like there's a dodge roll where it's like you'll just like be a little bit behind them, dodge into them, and it's like you'll just see their character just start like falling forward. It's great.
That sounds like
Yeah.
a death trap waiting to happen.
But yeah, it's like there's a ton of like little cards and stuff to make it fun. A bunch of different weapons and stuff too. So I mean, it's been fun to try out. Probably keep playing it.
Speaking of trying out, you finally have jumped into some Minecraft for the first time, really, this week with me. How are you enjoying yourself in that?
I find that I don't know, because like I'll play it for a little while, but I have zero like I'll go into it and not really have an idea of what I'm doing, and then just run around mindlessly for an hour, and then I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what I'm doing right now.
I'm just
So
trying
I've
to
been
work our way through that fucking giant cave we found.
I've been hopping in and out, because I hopped in at one point and was just basically just took off in a direction and went running. Uh, and then about 2,000 blocks away or something drowned.
Oh no!
There was something exciting under the water, so I had to go look.
All right.
Was it an underwater temple?
I don't know what it was.
Oh,
You never made it.
Didn't really get there.
Okay.
Didn't get the most time.
Okay. I think Jarod joined the server, but I'm not 100% sure. He said he was, so I think he joined.
I've just been hopping in and out of it, like just go farm up some materials and stuff.
Yeah.
Hop back out.
I got pretty far. I went at it with that cave, and I got pretty far to the point that there was no chance I was making my way back the way I came. No chance it was happening. So I actually just had to it took me like a good evening, and then I had to stop, and I picked up the next day of just digging a staircase up, just trying to dig out in the direction of where our base is following my compass. And I've got it like blocked off and marked off, so I know how to get back to it. It's actually not super far away, but there was no chance I was going to worm my way back up. But I haven't got a chance to play since Monday or Tuesday. Tuesday was the last time I played. I've been busy the past couple days. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into some stuff, boys. We can kick things off with Ubisoft Foward, I suppose, since that was today, the most recent thing. So to me, it was another lackluster Ubisoft Foward. I don't think there's ever been a good one, in my opinion. I've never been like over the moon hyped about a Ubisoft Foward, like at least for me.
Yeah.
I just they never do it for me. Like they don't like bring like the smashing announcements. And one thing that always kills me about Ubisoft Foward is like, and I'm curious if you guys have the same like relation to this, or where it's just like, do you guys like feel like just like these things are so fucking cringe because they're just trying to really force casual conversation? And it's just obviously not happening. Like, oh my god, it kills me. That's every Ubisoft Foward imaginable. It absolutely kills me.
Ubisoft is the only crew that still tries to do that. I don't know why, but they do.
Man, it kills me. Just do the presentation. Show the games, maybe pop in, talk briefly about something, and get out. But God bless, just the constant like, oh, we have this coming too. Oh, I didn't see that. That's like, bro, you need to chill. You need to stop. But no, a lot of miscellaneous stuff, like Castlevania and Brawlhalla having a collab there. Another kind of deep look at Mario and Rabbids, which does have Rayman coming as a DLC. So that's cool. Since
Rayman's never getting his own game again, rip.
Yep, pretty much. Another look at Skull and Bones, which I personally kind of glossed over. I'm not gonna lie. Then some things on the Division for like Division Heartland and the closed beta for Division Resurgence. Did any of that like pique you guys' interest? You guys are Division players. That and Diaz as well.
I haven't played Division since the first one, so at
Okay.
the moment, no.
Okay.
I tried to go back into Division 2 like a couple months ago, and I don't know what it is. It's like maybe I'm just not in the mood for that type of game. But like I got into it, I played it for a day or two, like had some fun with it, and I was like, I didn't really have the urge to go back to it.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, they both have their standing community one on them, both still doing fairly good, but I mean, I
Yeah.
just don't think it's going to be our thing.
Gotcha. Then we got to look at Rainbow Six Mobile getting its closed beta in fall, and then some more mobile games like Mighty Quest 2, Valiant Hearts 2, and an Assassin's Creed game coming to mobile, which was also talked about later. Trackmania and Just Dance, and then we pretty much got into all the Assassin's Creed stuff, which I don't think was bad personally. That was obviously the only highlight of the damn show was the Assassin's Creed stuff, and I don't think it was necessarily bad. Finally got the full look at Assassin's Creed Mirage, which we've had leaked just this past week, like the actual name and like some art for it and stuff. But like it was leaked previously a couple months ago. We chatted about it, so that was officially full reveal, which is the one where it's like more back to roots and everything. And also shout out the person who is playing the assassin is also Agent Stone from the Sonic movies. Shout out to that. I thought that was cool.
All right.
Yeah, shout out to that. You got to look at Valhalla, the last chapter, obviously the final expansion for that game. So people playing Valhalla can maybe finally put the game to rest.
They're still going with Valhalla, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, they even called it out their last DLC that it's the longest time they spent on an Assassin's Creed.
Yep. We did get a little look at that mobile game. It's currently just codenamed Jade. It's an open world mobile game set in China. You create your own character and everything, which. Okay, I'll be kind of curious to see how that goes. They were seeming to make it be a lot bigger deal than you would think for a mobile game, So I'll be kind of curious to see more on this. And then finally, what people have been waiting for like, I swear to God, 10 years. Assassin's Creed's finally hitting Japan with codename Red. And that one is being developed by Ubisoft Quebec, which is the ones who made Odyssey. So that's one to definitely look out for. That's one that I'm excited for. I've been waiting for this for a very long time, as everyone else has. Like this, so that one's actually pretty exciting. And then one that I'm super curious about is the Assassin's Creed Hexi that they revealed. That's one that I'm very, very curious about. Cause like the moment that you start seeing the vibe for it in the trailer, where it's got more of like a spooky sort of vibe, I got very, very interested in that one. And then they did chat about Assassin's Creed Infinity, talked about kind of what we already knew from like leaks and stuff, that it's going to be basically like a hub. Kind of like, they even reference like it's going to be like the Animus, essentially, where you can essentially go through and play all these different games and everything, as well as bringing back standalone multiplayer experiences. So like Brotherhood and like Revelations being
Black Flag.
Yeah, having their multiplayer options. Apparently those will be revived in this. But I mean, like, what was you boys' thoughts on Ubisoft Forward as a whole? And what was your thoughts on the Assassin's Creed stuff? Because Assassin's Creed stuff was the only thing that stood out to me, most notably. Red and the Hexi one are the ones where it's like, okay, these two, like especially Red, obviously. I mean, we've been waiting for this for a long time. Hexi, I want to see more. But so those two kind of got me a little excited, and I'm curious about the mobile game as well. Oh, then live action show with Netflix, that as well. Forgot to mention that one. So that'll be interesting to see. What was you boys' thoughts on Ubisoft Forward besides it just being at Cringe Fest as always?
I mean, overall, it was sort of mild.
Yeah.
The big thing was definitely Assassin's Creed stuff. All the rest of the stuff for fans of those series and whatnot, good for them. They got new information about stuff they were wanting. People still getting more on Skull and Bones, and I'm still sort of on the fence on it. I might check it out. I might not. I don't know.
Day before God of War, man. That thing's going out to die hardcore.
I mean, I'm not going to mess with God of War, so.
Whatever it was.
I mean, overall, the Assassin's Creed stuff, I'm glad to finally get the reveal of Mirage. I'll be more excited with more gameplay reveal to actually see what they still mean by back to the roots. Because, I mean, we got a little on this, but not a whole lot.
Yeah, just a big focus on stealth and parkour is the main thing.
Yeah. Then friggin' Assassin's Creed Red, and the only thing I can think about that if it's going to Japan, what time period are they going to choose?
True.
And is it just going to be assassins? Are we going to have a weird standoff of assassins and versus ninjas?
Well, you're going to be playing as a shinobi. That one was also confirmed.
That's going to be the weird thing about, like, is it going to be a clan of shinobi, or is there going to be, like, a league of assassins amongst shinobi?
Right. I'm excited for Red, personally. Like, we've been waiting a long time for this.
I don't know. For me, This is kind of all meh for me.
Yeah.
I'm not the big Ubisoft guy. I'm not like the big Assassin's Creed player. I
Not
don't. It's
anymore,
like some of
that's
these
for
other
sure.
games. I've just jumped in and tried a little bit, or like play them some. But so for me, it's overall. It's like, I mean, if you're a fan of Assassin's Creed, good on you. Looks like you're gonna be doing well here in the future
True.
with all this. And it's like for all the other games I showed, kind of like Zach said, you getting something new. It's like you getting a little bit more to eat, really. But for me personally, I've never been like the biggest Ubisoft player. Um, it's like their games don't usually stick with me.
Well, they do have a brutal fatigue to them, so.
Yeah, we can only hope that
Yeah.
going forward, none of them's gonna last as long as Valhalla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, because Valhalla was like of Ubisoft games in recent times, Valhalla is the one that I put the most amount of time in, and even that one I've fatigued out of after what, like 40 hours or so.
And you're
I was
nowhere
about to
near
say,
close to beating the
Odyssey
game.
was long, but people managed to get through Odyssey.
Yeah.
Valhalla just went overboard.
Yeah. Valhalla's like, I want to play Valhalla, but it's just too much of like a tall task where I'm just like, I don't got time for that shit. For a
Supposedly, if you
franchise that I'm
just
not
play
in
the
love with
main,
anymore.
supposedly if you just play the main content of it, it's only 70 hours.
Only 70 hours. Okay.
I saw that on, I forgot who posted it. It was on a Twitter post, but it was like,
It's only
uh,
70. It's not bad.
it was an account of like they post the time for completions of games of just main content versus full completions, and they put some shit like 70 hours for just main story, then like 82 for full complete. It just immediately got hit up with all the people play Valhalla go bullshit.
Yeah. No. That game, man, like like right now, it's on the PlayStation Plus Premium, whatever. And like I said, I do want to try it, because like the premise is like super interesting to me, but like it's just too tall of a task. And I'm hoping that like when it comes to like Hexy and Red, it'll be kind of more streamlined, whatever. Kind of like Mirage is gonna be, because I was seeing some reports, that Mirage is set to be like a 17 to 20 hour story experience. More back to roots, right?
Yeah.
Like that's more back to normal. It's like, okay, cool, get in, get out, move on, go to the next game, not be trapped here for an eternity. So I'm hoping Red and Hexy's gonna be the same thing, and it's not gonna be some massive ordeal where I'm just gonna like get it and be like, well, I'm gonna hate my life playing this. But
We just gotta hope it's not too back to roots where it's just us doing the same damn thing for 5 hours.
that's true. That's what was bad about Assassin's Creed, but they did everything right with Assassin's Creed 2. They fixed that shit. Where it's like you're not doing the same thing nonstop. You're mixing it up a little bit. So I
Still
feel like
peak
they would
for
do
me is
that
probably Black Flag because you actively want to sail. They've did that one well enough where you actively just want to sail around and do stuff.
and listen to the shanties.
Yes.
This great travel mechanic where you don't have to fast travel because you just want to listen to the shanties the whole time.
My next one up would be Odyssey because Odyssey's pretty fun. I mean, I never got too fatigued on that one.
I didn't get very far in Odyssey. I didn't get far in Odyssey or Origins. I played both. I own both. Didn't get far in either one. I actually have no idea where I own Origins. It might be. I know it's digitally, but I think it's on Xbox. I'm actually not sure. I'm gonna have to go check that. I actually don't know where it's
Origins
at.
Origins was the rough one because that's the one where they had the mid game where they forced you to grind or pay money so the grind would be quicker.
Really? I didn't know that because I did not get far.
Yeah, Origins had a big thing with that, which I think they've patched that out now. But it was a big thing at the time when it came out. Was during the mid game from like 20 to like 40, I think. There's a large gap of nothing, and you just have to grind out to get levels and gear. And it's a terrible grind. You get almost nothing. Where the only way to make it manageable is by literally throwing money at the game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure they've patched that out now though.
Okay. But yeah, as a whole, Ubisoft Foward was just okay. Assassin's Creed stuff did stand out, but it's ultimately going to stand out more based on the direction of like Jade, Red, and Hexy. So I don't know. We'll see. Ubisoft Foward is just okay. As per normal though, just a giant cringe fest. We also I forgot to mention this because I actually don't know if I put it on there. I guess I didn't. Is that it's because it's later on. Never mind. I was thinking the Avatar thing because Avatar's doing the Ubisoft. Ubisoft's doing that big Avatar game.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking of that Avatar mobile game. That's later on. What do we want to jump to next? Do we want to talk about like the D23, or do we want to jump into some games that we're playing right now, like Splatoon 3 and Disney Dreamlight Valley? I don't care. Where do you guys want to go?
D23.
All right, we'll hit
get the
D23.
D23 out of the way.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No joke. It was all like big and hyped up. It's like, oh, it's the very first Disney and Marvel game showcase. It's like, woo, kicking
And
off
honestly,
D23.
it wasn't honestly a whole lot. I mean, we barely
No.
got anything really from it.
Yeah.
I think I told because Alex called me like what was it like an
Yeah.
hour or two after the conference,
Yeah.
and I told him I was like, man, I'm glad I didn't watch it and I just read the
Yep.
article after the fact, because otherwise, I'd feel a little
Robbed of
little
time.
bit like I got robbed of some time there.
My favorite thing out of the game showcase is literally the end of it. They did like a quick little tease of all 4 of these games that everyone wants to know more on, but it was only at like the end for like a quick second. Like you quickly saw Jedi Survivor, Spider-Man 2, Wolverine, Kingdom Hearts 4, just an all one quick like flash, and everyone's like, really? You throw that in at the very very end just to like dick tease us when that's what we actually want to see.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you won't talk about those games. You're just gonna tell us, oh, we want you.
Exactly.
Games.
No, for the very first Disney and Marvel game showcase gives me very low expectations for next year at D23. So we did like Tron Identity, which I guess is like a visual novel. I saw the screenshots for it. I didn't look to see what the game was. I didn't go look at the Steam page. It's just PC only.
I think it's supposed to be a visual
Okay,
novel.
because that's what it looked like.
Threw up Tron, and I went, okay, here's the trash can.
Yeah, basically. Illusion Island, which looks like a platformer. Then we did get the release date now for Midnight Suns. It is coming out this year. For now, we'll see. This is like the new Digimon Survive, basically. It is set for December 2nd as of right now.
What you're talking about. Digimon Survive's a fantastic game.
Well, I mean, the point is of how long it's... Shut up! It just depends on... God, I hate you.
Okay, let's roll this back to January.
Yeah, basically.
I don't know what you're on about. It's like I've played it. I've played it. The game's awesome.
I hate you.
Oh, man.
Anyway, Midnight Suns release date this year, so that is exciting if it does stick. Because originally it was just delayed with no like date, other than hey, it'll be out before this fiscal year is over, which is March 2023. So the fact that it is coming out in the year 2022 is still cool, and got a release date for Marvel Snap next month on the 18th. So that me and John are very excited for.
Already pre-registered.
Yep, me too. I am pre-registered. Yep, yeah. Here we go. He's pulling up.
Yeah,
Mr. I sign up for everything. Yeah, to get access to the beta. So
I just got an email one day. I went, "What's Marvel Snap?"
Ooh, let's download this.
I literally forgot it because I'd signed up for it like 4 months prior.
So super pumped for Marvel Snap. It's on my calendar. I'm pre-registered. I'm ready to go for it. Got another look at Alien Dark Descent, which of course is the game that like at initial trailer got everyone immensely excited, and then showed 1 second of gameplay, and they're like, "Well, fuck this."
I'm still not sure about that game because I mean it's supposed to be an RTS, but even what they showed in this, I'm sort of just like, I don't know if it's a wave defense or if it's like an actual RTS or what's going on here.
Yeah, I don't know. New characters coming to Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga. Gargoyles Remastered, which was unbelievably glossed over. Like, it was just like...
out of nowhere.
It was like, out of nowhere, it's like, hey, this is a thing. Okay, now look at this. Like, it was just so quick. It's like, all right, cool, whatever, I guess. Monsters, Inc. coming to Disney Speedstorm. And then the Avatar game I already referenced. Avatar Reckoning, a mobile MMO RPG shooter. All right, that's quite. That's quite.
I don't know how to take that.
I don't know either.
First off, it's mobile, and it's supposed to be an MMO shooter.
Exactly. Like,
and then it showed gameplay of what's supposed to be like a raid.
Yeah.
And it's just 4 people shooting at buzzsaws. I'm thinking, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, dude, that game. Good on the Avatar fans, I guess. I don't know. And then we did finally get a look at Skydance Media's Marvel game, which of course is Amy Hennig, who led the Uncharted series. It is a Marvel project revealed to focus on Captain America and a Black Panther during World War II. I say a Black Panther so people don't get confused that of course it's World War II. It's not T'Challa. It's actually T'Challa's grandfather. So there's also a couple other playable characters as well. One member of the Howling Commandos, and then someone from Wakanda. Very narrative driven was really the only kind of info. The trailer didn't obviously reveal a whole lot, but hey, at least we finally figured out what the project. I thought it was gonna be Fantastic Four. That was the rumors that I was seeing was Fantastic Four, but you know, hey, Captain America, Black Panther, Wombo combo. I guess I'm here for it. I'm excited to see more on this.
It'll definitely be interesting because I mean, that's sort of a stage that not a lot of people know about.
Yep. So I'm here for that. Then we also got to look at World of Heroes, a mobile game being
I don't know what the
developed.
fuck that is.
Yeah, it's a mobile game being developed by Pokemon Go creators. Forgot the name of the company.
Niantic.
Thank you. Yeah, Niantic. Yeah, just augmented reality game on that. You know, they showed people in a park start using powers. You know, Thor pull Thor's hammer, Cyclops' laser eyes, Doctor Strange magic, just in the middle of a park. Everyone started to fight.
It's gonna be driving and seeing like in a KFC or somewhere, just someone like waving their fucking phone around.
Basically, yeah,
Yep.
more than likely. So yeah, Disney Marvel Game Showcase kind of stunk. Kind of laid a giant egg. The only highlights is Marvel Snap finally getting its release date. Midnight Sun's coming out this year, and finally getting to see what Skydance Media that project is. But we're probably like, God, dude, we're like probably 3 years out from that release, 3 or 4.
Wasn't there one other Avatar game shown off where you actually play as one of the Na'vi and not the gunmen?
There was. I didn't catch it.
I'm gonna see if I can find it
Yeah,
real
see
quick.
if you can find
'Cause I
that.
could have swore I saw that as a thing.
But what was you boys' thoughts on the showcase? About, I guess we're all about on the same page that it just stunk.
It was
Yeah.
meh.
Yeah, waste of time.
Yeah,
But-
glad I didn't watch it.
Yeah. Hey, John. At least we got
It's like-
least we got Snap coming.
Yeah. It's like we got some release dates that are nice, but
Yep.
other than that, I mean, it was nice to see it in a quick article as opposed to watching the showcase.
Yeah. True.
Also, Return to Monkey Island.
Oh, okay. Isn't that coming out soon?
Yes,
Like what, in 2 weeks?
like September 19th.
Okay. Yeah, not long. Well, God, my mind just went dead. What was I gonna say? I don't know. I lost it.
Nope, guess I was wrong. Yeah, no, just the Avatar MMO weirdness.
Oh, okay. The Reckoning.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and then
Yeah, that is wild. I'll tell you that.
them pushing Disney Mirrorverses.
Oh, I remember what I was going to say. With obviously some of the bigger names not being there, I'm just safely assuming those will be more reserved for the studios that's actually doing them. So, like, if there's a state of play soon, which there's been some slight rumors that there's going to be one this month. I don't really buy into that one, like I do the Nintendo Direct rumors. But if there's going to be like a state of play this month, and maybe you see Spider-Man 2 there. Wolverine, I don't think we're going to see Wolverine anytime soon, personally. I kind of view Wolverine and Spider-Man 2 and almost in the same realm as like a Starfield and Elder Scrolls. Like Insomniac's announced like, hey, this is what we're doing, this is what's out. But obviously, we all know Spider-Man 2 is next in line to come out, so big promotional focus on that, and then we'll get Wolverine focus later.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I could see like at least like some sort of like actual short trailer for
just to show you what
Wolverine.
it is.
Yeah, in like a year and a half.
I'd say next year. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think we'll see something on Wolverine next year, but like I don't think we'll get like hard promotional stuff until like 2024 probably. Because Marvel Spider-Man 2 should come out next year. I don't see why it wouldn't. Honestly, I don't know when. Probably next fall.
Retract my previous statement. There was a second Avatar game, Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora.
Oh yeah,
It was like
the Ubisoft one.
Yeah,
Mhm.
which is gonna be apparently taking place after the big battle from the movie.
Yeah. No idea when we're gonna see more on that, because that was the game that was slated for 2022, even though we knew nothing about the game and got delayed just here recently, to no one's surprise. So we'll see that. We'll see information on that game eventually. But no, first showcase was all right. I mean, obviously, there's a couple projects. It's like, okay, I'm looking forward to seeing more on, but it's like, it just didn't really hit home for anything. If it tells you anything, the fact that I'm more excited that I got a release date for a mobile game over everything else tells you everything you need to know about this showcase. I'm just being very honest. We're still talking about Disney. Let's hop over from there. John, you checked out Disney Dreamlight Valley, basically like what, the Stardew version of Disney's, how it's been kind of talked about?
But I don't know if it's more Stardew or more like Animal Crossing. I think it's like some sort of blend between them with like Disney characters. I mean so far it's pretty great. I've spent somewhere around 6 to 8 hours in probably.
Oh, pretty good so far.
But it's like, I mean, a lot of that time's just me kind of wandering around doing my own little thing, just as like mindless, like something mindlessly playing when I didn't feel like concentrating on anything. But the game basically you start. It's like it's basically the same start as Stardew Valley. You're tired of living in the city, so you go back home. But then you go to sleep and you wake up in the Dreamland, and all the Disney characters, like there's thorns everywhere that you are the one who has the power to rid them of like the thorns that are making the Disney characters forget who they are.
Do you
Basically,
remember what it's called, John?
what the
thorns and what's affecting them's called?
it's the forgetting.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, it's called the forgetting.
What
where
a
it's
name.
like they just forget like who they are, what they're doing, basically. But yeah, it's that, and it's like so you can clear the vines out, and then you start interacting with the character, like Disney characters from there. And as you progress a little bit, you get to pick like one of three like islands to go to, and uh and it's like then you just meet more characters from there, and then as you complete little tasks around the island, uh like there's a not like a this isn't like the quest system, but it's basically like a to-do list, basically like harvest this many crops, pick up this many flowers, take this many pictures, things like that. You get points, and use the points to unlock the the vines that open up the island and that, and then you can meet new characters from there, find new plants and stuff. But yeah, other than that, it's like go fishing, grow some crops. It's like walk around, decorate your house. I mean, pretty straightforward from there. The
Yeah.
quest system, I get a little annoyed with the quest system because it's very basic, but because it's as basic as it is, it's I get annoyed by it, even knowing what kind of game it is. Because like some of the quests, like uh, for like Merlin the Wizard, it's like one of his quests to do to like get the component so he can cast this ritual or whatever the hell it was like, I need you to gather like 4 of these different types of flowers or something. I don't know where the fuck these flowers spawn, and I don't have that much. I don't have hardly anything unlocked, so I'm just walking around in the same area in the rain, waiting on the flowers to grow. But yeah,
You
it's
have
like
no way of making it faster.
well, it's like I didn't have a lot going on. I don't have very much space opened up yet, so I was like, I'm just like walking around picking all the flowers, like hope the right ones grow next. But I mean, while I'm doing that, it's like, you can go. It's like you can do. I don't think there's a limit to the number of quests you can have, as from like characters. As you get more and more characters from it, I've gotten a few characters. Uh, but yeah, and then there's like a gift system like from Stardew. I don't know if it was in Animal Crossing or anything, where like they have characters you can give them gifts to raise the friendship level, and then they have like 3 daily like preferred gifts, and if you give them that, it fills the bar up a lot further.
I'm pretty sure something like that's in Animal Crossing.
Yeah, it might be there, but yeah, I mean, other than that, it's a very relaxing game.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you like Animal Crossing or uh, I think it's more Animal Crossing than Stardew, but
Okay.
if you're a fan of Animal Crossing and you like it's like and you want to you like really like the Disney characters, then this game would be a fucking home run for you.
So Allison.
Yeah, like this would be
Yeah.
this would be everything you would have ever wanted.
Yeah, Allison then. Yeah, this is a game for Allison, 1,000,000%. I already sent her the trailer for it the other day. She already knew about it. She's like, "Oh fuck, I meant to pre-order it for all the upgrades." So So yeah, no, that's the gist that I've gotten is like Animal Crossing or Stardew,
Yeah,
but just with Disney.
It's like kind of a blend between the two of them.
Gotcha.
And it's like if you like those games and you like Disney characters, I mean, it's kind of like what not to like.
Okay, so Andy and Alex as well. Now I think about it, yeah, both of them as well,
Yeah.
all in on this
Yeah.
game.
It's also a game that's like it's very inoffensive. It's like it's just it's Disney characters walking around a town as you're doing shit. That's all it is.
No, okay,
But I've been having fun with it.
right. Gonna keep on rocking with it then.
I'll probably keep playing it. I was playing it some this morning.
Okay, cool. I did pick up Splatoon 3 yesterday, and fuck both of you, I did play it yesterday as well. Just for the record, I did.
You almost gave up within 4 seconds of opening the game.
You're right, I did. So
Seriously?
yes, okay. So it brings you into the tutorial, right? And through the tutorial, it forces you to use the motion controllers with the Pro controller, and it wouldn't let me access the menu to turn it off. So I was worried. I'm like, please don't tell me this is the game. Please, I can't do this. This cannot, will not. But thankfully, that's not the case. I mean, it's Splatoon. You know, like I'm not. You know, I've never played a Splatoon game. I'm not necessarily interested in any story content. I'm just not in these sort of games. Like, unless you have a very compelling story, I just don't really care about the story. Like, yeah, that's how I am with a lot
How
of
are you
like
supposed to know
shooters.
if the story is compelling if you don't play it?
I mean, it's Splatoon. I mean, from what I've already seen online for every Splatoon game is like, yeah, there's a story, there's some single player content, but it's more there to help you learn how to play the game. It's like almost like a Call of Duty story
I was
more
about
than
to say
anything.
it's 2020. Go watch a video.
Exactly. I'll be all right. You know, we're here for the multiplayer. We're here for the PvP. We're here for the
Wow.
PvE. Okay, that's what
Not
we're
even
here for.
the deep Splatoon lore.
Yeah, I don't want the D Splatoon lore. You know, it's all good. Just let me make my squid kid and let me go ink some people. Okay, that's all I'm here for.
I'd rephrase that.
Yeah, that sounded a little weird.
Well, that's what you do. You go shoot your ink on people. Okay, that's what
Yep,
you
yep.
do.
They don't phrase it like that though.
That's what you do. You shoot your ink on a battlefield. Okay. But I mean, like,
Okay,
I had
Splatoon
fun.
lore can't be that long. Someone made a 14-minute for it, so
Okay, well there you go. There's the total lore of everything Splatoon.
That may not be the best video. There's 15-minute God of War lores, and there's also 4-hour God of War lores.
I was about to say I
That's
found another
fair.
one that's 30 minutes, so I guess
Okay.
there's at least 30 minutes worth.
I haven't tried any of the PvE content yet, like the salmon run, whatever. All I did was the PvP, like just like the turf wars and stuff. I was having fun. The one thing that I did notice that I guess I either one, I didn't know this from obviously the other two games, or two, I just didn't catch this in that showcase that I did watch the full showcase for. So like when I watched showcase, I guess I was under a different impression or I missed it. But like with the loadout thing, I remember telling you guys about it. Like the loadouts, unfortunately, at least for me, are not fully customizable. So that's kind of disappointing. Like your loadout is strictly based on your primary weapon that you get. At least for now. I don't know if it changes. I didn't bother to look it up. So like whatever you buy, like you buy like the ink roll or whatever, you get a certain equipment for that one and a certain special for that one, and that's it. You can't customize it. So like you get like the pistols and I don't remember what the equipment was. I think it was like some ink sac bomb, whatever. But then like the ultimate is like the little spider mech thing, little crab mech is what it was. For the basic gun that you start off with, you have an ink grenade and a little like shield that comes out. So I noticed that you cannot customize that, or at least it wasn't letting me. I don't know if you have to reach a certain level because I know for some of the shops you have to reach like level 4. Which doesn't take that long to get to start like customizing your character and stuff. But I mean, the game itself is fun. I mean, I've played about probably 2 or 3 hours of just doing strictly multiplayer. And I was having a good time. It's very fun. Yeah, it's a very fun time. I can definitely see where it'd be like an absolute blast with friends. I can definitely see that. But even just flying solo like me, I was still having fun. I mean, it's Splatoon. For someone that's never played Splatoon, I was able to jump in pretty easy and just play the game and have fun with it. My only complaint right now is like the loadout thing. I don't know if it can be changed. I'm gonna assume it's not. Because like just based on how it looks in like the weapon shop, there is no choices to buy equipment. There's no choices to do anything. It's literally just buy your main weapon. That's all you can purchase. So that's a little disappointing, because I'm using the dual pistols right now and the equipment for it. It's not bad. I like it because it's a kind of a little bit larger bomb, but it takes longer to go off. and it uses a little bit more ink from your cartridge, whatever. I like the ink grenade because you can throw off 2 of them pretty easy, like 2 pretty quick, boom, boom, throw out 2. They're quick, small explosions, and you know you can, like I said, use 2 within one full thing of ink. So yeah, I wish it was customizable. I guess I can understand why it's not. Just not a huge fan of that. I don't know if that's already. I guess I'm safely assuming that's how it's always been in previous Splatoon games, but. Either way, I mean, like I said, I've played 2 or 3 hours by myself just doing multiplayer, and I've had fun personally. So, you know, if you haven't played Splatoon before and you might be curious to get a nice multiplayer game for your Switch, Splatoon may be a good one to hit up and just have a good old time. Go ink some people. So let's go over from there. We can talk about more Nintendo stuff because we did get a Pokemon trailer this week, so that was cool. It was cool actually because it did reveal 2 insanely sick Pokemon. There was a third, of course. You know, Cloth, whatever, the Crab Rock, which, you know, that's cool. But the other 2 are sick. And I can only imagine the other 2 are going to be like pretty late game mons, honestly. So they both have the same first form, whatever it is, hasn't been revealed. And then they just evolve into these separate forms based on the version you have. So there's Armarouge and Ceruledge. Armarouge is a fire psychic, Scarlet only. Ceruledge is fire ghost, Violet only. And I swear, I saw a lot. The moment I saw these, I thought this, and I saw a lot of people comment as well that these look like fucking Mega Man characters, like straight up, like that's what they look like. It's like something from Mega Man Battle Network, you know. And I'm just like, yeah, it's like I can see that too. They look sick though. I was very pumped up for both of them. Got an actual reveal of what the 3 stories were. I think previously we only knew 2. So there's the Starfall Street, Path of Legends, and Victory Road. Starfall Street being based on like Team Star, like the evil team of the game, to get like the boss of that and everything. And then they also introduced auto battles that can be used when you're out in like the wild area. So you can just like your mon can go out and get items for you. You can just keep on walking. Yeah. Your mon can go out and battle wild mons, and you don't even have to stay and watch. You're like, you know, you can send out Pikachu, like, all right, see you, Pikachu. Just catch up when you're done.
Basically, just go, all right, go that way and do your thing.
Yeah, go kill something. I'm gonna go over here. Yeah, I actually like that a lot. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie.
That just sounds like negligence. You just go, all right, go out. I'll check up on you in like 5 hours. Basically, and band you up.
I like it, honestly. I'm here for that. You know, I'm here for that. I was very happy to hear that one, honestly. They also did reveal a new Switch OLED, which, unfortunately, I'm going to buy that fucking thing because that is the coolest fucking limited console that I've seen in a long time.
I will say, unfortunately, it looks fucking sick.
I hate how good it looks because I don't want an OLED, but god damn it, it looks so good. Like, I'm buying it. I've already committed mentally that, yes, I'm buying this. The moment it becomes open for pre-order, I'm buying it 1,000,000%. It's going to kill me a little bit on the inside because I just don't play in handheld, and, like, that's the only thing OLED's good for. But, god damn it, it looks so sick. Like, it is one of my favorite limited edition consoles that I've ever seen. So, I'm buying it, unfortunately. But I mean, overall, the Pokemon stuff that we saw, I mean, it was cool. You know, there's another nice little shot of everything. You know, it showed off a bunch more just returning mons and stuff like that. But
yeah, I will say, for the first time ever leading up to a Pokemon release, I'm changing the version I was gonna buy initially.
Ooh, what are you
getting?
Gonna
go Violet?
Getting Violet.
Oh, is it because of Ceruledge?
Partially.
Ceruledge is pretty sick.
It's like partially. He looks cooler.
Yeah.
But just overall, I don't know. Overall, the aspect of Violet over the time has appealed more.
I do feel that because, like, the general premise of Violet and Scarlet being the past, future, you know, traditional, modern vibe, whatever. I do more lean with Violet. But I'm probably going to end up going Scarlet because I just really like that Legendary quite a bit. I prefer him over Violet, actually. So I'll probably end up going Scarlet.
It's also one of the differing points. I don't like the Scarlet.
I know.
I don't like
a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't because he runs.
Yeah,
the wheels. I know. Everyone hates that. I don't mind it. I mean, I don't mind it.
I mean, I'm probably going to stick with Scarlet. I am very curious now about the 3 stories. The Victory Road, self-explanatory. Yeah. Starfall Street. I'm very curious if it's gonna involve anything with that stupid jacked out car they got.
Yeah.
Other than you just fighting the car.
True, because remember that motor is a Pokemon.
Yeah.
In this
it's a
trailer, you
Pokemon.
saw it moving. They didn't reveal it as like, oh, look at this new Pokemon, but you saw that fucking thing moving. That's a Pokemon. It's a poison steel type. Which is a very
She
good
was
type.
she was throwing her Pokemon on it.
Yep.
It looked like it was ready to throw hands.
Yeah,
after
it was
we
here
took
for
out
it.
that Pokemon. I'm very much curious about the Path of Legends though, because it looks like it's gonna keeping like the alpha fights from Arceus, but gonna put more in depth in it. So you're just fighting specialized versions of other Pokemon that are gigantic and more or less raid bosses.
True. Also, wasn't it? Yeah, it was this trailer we got a reveal at like the grass gym leader, which also showed off one of the previous leaks that we had chat about, where the gym leaders, their main signature Pokemon isn't of their type, but then they terrestrialize it whatever into the type. So like he had Sudowoodo, naturally a tree, makes sense, grass gym leader, but that's obviously a rock type, then uses the grass thing. So we did get that confirmation that looks like that's what they're doing. I also saw this from like the leaks as well. Just based on like the couple of trainers that we got revealed in this, and just from other like accumulated leaks and stuff, that apparently between like the Elite Four, the gym leaders, and other various trainers like the boss and everything, every single type in the game but one has a specialized trainer for it. Apparently, Rock is the only one that does not have anything.
Ooh.
But yeah, the Elite Four have their ones, and then every gym leader, whatever. Which I saw that was on.
All the tie-ins are just rock type.
Oh, I know, right? Here, let me pull up that type list.
It would be funny since the only Titan we've seen is rock type.
Yeah, right?
Just solid rock cloth.
Okay.
But if all the other ones are just rock plus type.
Yeah, exactly. So the gym leaders are grass, bug, normal, ghost, ice, water, psychic, and electric. Elite Four is flying, dragon, ground, and steel. And then team star bosses are fairy, dark, poison, fire, and fighting. So just rock is the only one that does not have anything right now.
Rip.
Yep, big rip on that. So, either way though, super pumped for this game. Like I'm stupidly excited for this game. I think it's gonna be an absolute home run for Pokemon. Because
I wish we could do more with multiplayer in this one, because they've set up so many things that would make multiplayer very fun in it.
Yeah, the vibes that we've gotten from what they've released on like their website and stuff is that it's strictly just explore the land. Which, like I said, that's gonna be fun when the game comes out. Completing the decks, at least for me. I know you guys don't give a shit. I do. Like it'll be fun in that regard. Doing like raid battles or whatever. But like after that, it's just like, what is there to do? Because I've referenced this before when it comes to that. Like I view it kind of like what Far Cry 4 was for me and Andy. Like we got into multiplayer together on Far Cry 4, and we can't do any story content, so we just went around and dicked off and completed like forts and stuff. But like I think for Far Cry 4, I think it was set up that whoever was hosting was the only one that got the completion for it. So like if I was hosting and Andy came in there, he didn't get completion for the fort. But I know, with Far Cry 5, I didn't play it as much. I know you guys did. That was different. You could do story content and everything. I remember you guys telling me that.
Yeah, 5, you could do the whole game co-op.
Yep.
And 3 was the weird one where it had a whole separate own co-op story. So it's sort of weird that they did that with 4 of just forts and towers and whatnot.
Yeah, and just go play the game and just kind of dick off, So, but that's the vibe that we're obviously getting out of this, that it's just go dick off with your friends. But either way, very excited for it. Those 2 new mons look sick. Sewer Ledge does look cooler, but I'm going to be honest, Armor Rouge I do actually like as well. I like him a lot. I think he looks cool. Fire Psychic's not a bad type. Fire Ghost is better, though. I do acknowledge Fire Ghost is a better type, but yeah.
Fire Ghost is still stupid.
Good type, though. It's a good type. But yeah, that Switch OLED, though, as soon as I saw that, I was so mad.
I mean, it's available for $350.
I know. I'm buying it.
Just the Splatoon version sold out.
I don't want the Splatoon version.
Why not?
I want that Pokemon one, damn it.
Oh, do they have a Pokemon one coming out?
Well, no, that's the OLED I'm talking about.
I just looked at OLED and said they had 3 versions.
Well, it's not available
Yeah,
yet.
it's not available yet.
Oh, so there's a Pokemon OLED version.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
One.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You just said new Switch OLED.
Yeah. Which also, while we're on this topic, let me throw something out there, because I saw some people, putting on the tinfoil hat here, jumping into a rabbit hole, doing some theorizing, and there is something I do want to shout out that one particular person put out there that I was like, okay, that kind of makes sense. is, we just had the Splatoon one come out, right? Like within the last month. And now we have this one coming out here at the beginning of November. You got 2 special edition Switches, Switch OLEDs coming back out, like back to back, whatever. We know at some point this Switch 2, whatever, is going to be coming out, whether it be next year or 2024. I mean, it's coming. We've seen the fucking specs for it from like the video league. It's happening. Nintendo's confirmed it's happening. We know it's going down. It's just a matter of when. One thing I saw someone point out, kind of thinking like, hey, it is going to be next year, is because these 2 OLEDs are being made back to back, where it's just like the OLED is kind of like the oddball of the Switch family, because you have the normal Switch, it's the portable and home console, cool. Switch Lite, strictly for, cheaper entry point, for people that just want to play handheld. Now you have the OLED, which is like more expensive, but it more only tailors to, it's it's the oddball of the group. And obviously the OLED was meant to be more. We know that from what's inside the dock. The dock is fucking, can be updated, and it has up to 4K upscaling that it can't do. So a lot of people are thinking that, with doing these special edition Switch OLEDs back to back, they're taking their pre-existing Switch OLED stock and trying to pump it out and get rid of it, trying to lead up to this new Switch. And I thought about that. I'm like, that's a good point, man, because I'll be honest, I cannot think of another time that we had 2 special edition Switches get announced like this back to back. I just can't. A while back we had the Fortnite one, which that one was stupid. We had the Mario one for Mario 35, which those weren't OLEDs, of course, but just in general, like special Switches, like they are few and in between. I think there was the Monster Hunter one as well. There's obviously the Smash one, but it's not like they're coming out within 3 or 4 months within each other. So that was a good point, is that maybe this is them just trying to pump out and get rid of, OLED stock leading up for a Switch 2, which, potentially could be next year. Also, shout out to your dad. Your dad wants it one. So, Zach, get on it.
What?
Yeah, your dad.
With an OLED?
Yeah, he just commented in the chat. So, but yeah, that
I don't have that ever up, so.
You said that, and I was like, wait a second, is he in chat?
Yeah, he's in chat. Yeah. Sup, Scott? But yeah, that's what that Pokemon Switch OLED. I'm buying that. Locking it down. We're getting it. All right. I guess last thing for like the main talking points for today is we'll touch on the Cyberpunk stuff. We did get the Edge Runners update. That is currently out. Just new gigs and weapons from like the anime, new transmog systems. That's always cool. You can also reshape your face Ripper Doc, but you still can't get like new tats or remove any. And also the big thing is that this is the last update for Xbox One and PS4. No more.
RIP.
Yeah. Which does bring us to Phantom Liberty expansion, which is set to come out next year. Keanu does return as Johnny. That's cool. And this one will be Xbox Series, PlayStation 5, and PC only. People who bought the previous gen games, who bought like the limited edition bundle, whatever, and was supposed to get the expansion, they are going to be receiving a store reimbursement in whatever digital store of the platform that they're on. And it's also confirmed as the only expansion. There was obviously a lot of people that was
upset about that.
Very upset about that. And man, I know like for you guys, the game played fine. I was the one on a PS5 and had problems. I get it, but like even if it played, you guys have acknowledged you guys are in the freaking minority when it comes to, the game worked well on the previous gen consoles. It didn't work well for everyone else. John, did you play on PC? I don't remember.
I was on PC.
Okay, we'll say you're different then. Zach, you play on Xbox One X. It worked fine for you, but obviously, you're in the minority there. It didn't work fine for everyone else. So I mean, like people that are upset about this, man, it reminds me of when Sword and Shield were coming out, and there were people bitching that it should be on the 3DS. Bro, Sun and Moon lagged brutally to a point that it was unplayable. You're just mad because you don't have a Switch. I hate to say it, but I'm just being real. And it's the same thing here. You're just upset because you don't have a new console, which I get it. They're tough to get. But, like, you put it on the previous generation, like, it's just going to fucking suffer. I mean, Xbox One, like, base version and PS4 base version of those games still barely fucking play. Like, they barely play.
People are upset, but it's the right call. They had such a tragic with Xbox One and PS4. The only thing they can do is just cut. Would be the best thing to do. Would be cut and just focus on polishing it up, making sure the expansion can actually run worth a damn for all the next gen consoles and PC.
Yeah,
that's kind of where I was when I saw they weren't doing the expansion for it. I was like, about freaking time.
Yeah. Like, guys, I get it, man. I get that this generation is so different than the previous because like it's so hard to get the consoles. I get it. Like we're 2 years into the generation, and it still feels like a brand new generation as if it just came out because no one can get it. I get it, but like, man, we gotta cut it off at some point. You know, we gotta actually move on at some point. We have to. You know, shout out to Gotham Knights for making that call pretty early on. You know, that was announced earlier this year that hey, we're scrapping the other generations, which thank God. Let's move on and focus on that. You know, there's obviously been the giant debacle with Sony trying to walk the line of PS4 and PS5. Like, I want to see studios cut that line. And I know some people listening may be like, well, I mean, he's saying that because he has a PC to buy stuff on, a really good game PC, or he's got a PS5, or he's got an... Look, even if I didn't have that stuff, I would still be on that stance. Because, I mean, if you put it on the previous gen just for me to play, great, I'm going to play a jacked up game. You know what I mean? It's going to be crap and not be the great experience that I wish it would be. That's just my stance on it, man. Like, we got to cut it off at some point. We got to. We got to move on.
No. We can't stay in the previous generation as long as we had. The only exception for that was 360 and PS3.
Yeah. So I'm personally happy with it. Like I said, even if I didn't have all the consoles, I would still be happy with the move because I'm a realist and I acknowledge that those consoles need to be left behind. You know, it's time. You know, it's past time. But either way, didn't get a whole lot of the Phantom Liberty expansion. I'm still really pumped up for it. I enjoyed Cyberpunk quite a bit, and I'm just glad Keanu has come back as Johnny. It's cool. Really excited for that.
And the trailer looked good.
It did.
I have no idea what's going to be happening in it because I never finished Cyberpunk. But
I finished Cyberpunk and I don't know.
Yeah, kind of the same here. I don't know what's going on with it. But,
Yeah.
I mean, I'll play it when it comes out.
Yeah.
I mean, I downloaded Cyberpunk recently. I was thinking about replaying it, but now I might just hold off a bit.
Right. Hey, even if you do replay it, they've added so much more, just like little pieces of content.
Well, that's the
pretty
thing.
sick.
It's like I may play it again a little bit closer to the time of the expansion coming out.
Right. Are you gonna be male V or female V and get with Judy?
I have no idea.
Because I know you're a big fan of Pan Am, which fair.
Well, there's an option.
Yeah.
Can't do the same game playthrough that I did previously.
There you go. Either way, still excited for Edge Runners anime too. Still very excited for that. Looks so good. Really, I'm ready for that as well. All right, boys. Any other thoughts on any talking points that we went through here today? If not, we'll hit the weekly wrap up and we'll start making our way out of here.
To throw it out there, Midnight Suns is also getting a bunch of short animated series for all the characters leading up to release.
Oh, I missed that. Okay. Cool. All right. All right, let's go through the weekly wrap up. All right, so for this week, for the weekly wrap up, I'll be honest, I didn't feel like pulling sources, so the sources are, dude, trust me. That's the sources this week. I promise these are a thing. So the first thing up, relating to some Pokemon again, Clefairy Clefable is coming to Pokemon Unite on October 13th, which apparently from what I saw from everyone, this one is very out of nowhere because it was not in any sort of data mining. So this one's out of the blue. You can only imagine it'll be a
they
support
got one
mod.
passed.
Do what now?
Said they got one passed.
There you go. Got one past them, which I think this would be like the second one ever that's just randomly come out of the blue that no one knew was coming. So, you know, they're trying. Shiny Eternus is coming out here soon, so pay attention to that. Just wanted to give that a shout. Will be available at a GameStop distribution sometime in the near future. Speaking of distributions, I think a couple of them have ended, but they've been recently doing some distributions on Ash's Pokemon that his current team that he has in the anime. They're currently doing distributions for In Sword and Shield. I know Surfetch is available right now, I think, till the 22nd. They were doing Dragonite and Gengar. I don't know if Dragonite and Gengar is still available, if it is expired. If you're interested in that, make sure to go to look it up or something and get the codes for it. With the Switch 2, there is a rumor floating around that I did want to shout out for one main thing. So the first thing about this rumor that I would buy into is that it'll have power like the Series S, not the X. That's a very Nintendo move. That's going to keep it a little bit at a cheaper price point and probably better availability. So that makes perfect sense. So I'd buy into that one. What I would not buy into is that it's being announced soon. Tokyo Game Show, in fact, was mentioned as a potential announcement date. I'm not buying into that one at all. But I will buy into the power, though. I will buy into that, that it'll be more like a Series S level of power. I did want to give a special shout out to Sonic Frontiers because they did get a couple of songs revealed. The ending theme, Vandalized by 1OK Rock, one of mine and Zach's favorite bands. Very good track. Really enjoyed that track. Listened to it a lot this week, and also got I don't know if it was the full main thing because it's only like 2 minutes, or it's like a teaser of the game called I'm Here. It is from the OST. I know I saw someone point out something about the lyrics where it's just like they quoted the lyrics in a tweet, and they're just like, what are they going to have our boy Sonic go through? And Ian Flynn, who is writing the game, did reply and said, by the time the game is done, these lyrics will make perfect sense to you. It's just like, oh God.
Amy's gonna die.
I am very excited for this game. It's to the point that even if it's bad, I'm still going to like it. And it's going to be one of my favorite releases from this year. For God's sake, I like Sonic 06, people. So, I mean, I've seen enough for the gameplay where I'll have a fun enough time. The music's going to be dope, and I have full faith in the story with Ian Flynn writing it. So I'm very excited for Sonic Frontiers. Cannot wait for it. I'm going to be doing I got to put my pre-orders in soon.
I'll say, cut to the week that it comes out, and he's over there going, I'm struggling, guys.
Let's make a bet. I promise that won't happen. I'm not playing God of War that week. I'm telling you up front. I'm leaving God of War to you, John. That's your job. I'll take care of Sonic. So,
believe me, I ain't even gonna call it a job. It's gonna be a fucking pleasure.
Yeah, right. Because you'll be going on vacation for it, won't you?
Yeah.
Are you starting vacation that Wednesday?
Starting at the day the game comes out.
There you go. There you go. There you go. And I'm assuming you're buying it digitally, so that means you can get it like 11 o'clock on Tuesday.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. So, looking for that week is going to be great. Cannot wait for it. Some Xbox related news that we do have a new UI coming. Did you guys get a chance to see that?
I did see that.
I saw a screenshot of it.
Yeah. Looks all right.
I mean, it looks all right. I'll
Yeah.
be curious to how it actually goes and everything
Right.
with how the boxes were looking.
Did get a Series Elite 2 Core revealed. That's $130. All the main thing is it doesn't have all the customizable stuff. That's the main thing. That's why it's cheaper. It's just a higher end controller without all of the full bells and whistles. Like, it has the paddles and stuff, but you can't change out your joysticks and your pad and stuff like that.
It's a weird thing to say that the cheaper controller is $130.
I know, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm over here. It's like I got a wired 360 controller hooked up to my PC.
Well, there you go. Now you can get the Elite Series Core 2. There you go. For $130.
And no damn $130 for this controller.
I mean, I bought, my Elite Series 2 for like $190 or whatever it was at the time. I don't remember. It's probably still the same price.
Probably.
I love that controller. They also did reveal that Series Elite is coming to Design Lab this fall. So there you go, John. Perfect time to get one.
I mean, make your own.
Yeah,
That'll be very nice.
Put your own color on it, man.
What's Design Lab?
It's literally where you go and build your own controller, like what
the
colors and stuff you want on it.
Oh, where you get charged like $60 to change the color?
Yep.
Yep.
Basically, it'll probably be like $100 for a controller because I've always priced them, but I've never bought one. But it's basically like $100 for a controller by the time you're said and done. So now you can do the Elite one, so it can be like after it's said and done, like $250 or $300.
Yeah, there you go.
And then also wanted to give this some quick attention. The Activision Blizzard purchase has seemed to be delayed to like the November range, where we'll hear more on it due to a couple of countries postponing their decision. I don't remember which ones. I think Australia was one. I don't remember the other one. But I saw someone actually pulled up the full list for it, and it's for these particular countries said postponed to I think it's November 9th or something like that. So it's going to be a little bit for that. But also with that, we've gotten some more Sony crying about the purchase this past week. Jim Ryan saying that the deal that Phil Spencer threw out there is very inadequate on all levels. And now it's just getting ridiculous. Now it's just getting pathetic on Sony's end. Like, in my opinion, it's very, very pathetic at this point. Like, just take the L and move on, man. Just take the L and move on. Like, Xbox is willing to keep it on there for like up to 5 years, I think, after the Sony deal is done, whatever. Like, that's enough time for you to get your shit together with Bungie or whatever, and go make your own multiplayer game of some sort.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, this point, I don't know why Sony's complaining.
I don't know either.
Unless they feel like their entire console's held up solely by just Activision Blizzard games.
Exactly, and it's just not. It's just stupid. And I saw someone pull out like a freaking history, man, going back to I think Modern Warfare 3. of just like all these stickers on the games, like play it on PlayStation first for the first month or for the first X amount of time. Exclusive content, play zombies first on PlayStation. Like, it showed like Black Ops 2, Black
Yeah.
Ops 3, Black Ops 4, Modern Warfare 2020, Advanced Warfare, Infinite, like every single, it's like Sony really gonna be crying. Like after they've done all this exclusivity and now they're complaining about Xbox potentially doing exclusivity when Sony does it worse than anyone else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like they've done it for not even just like Call of Duty games, but it's like just like a lot of games in general, because it's one of the ones that like the Sony exclusivity actually meant something to me was I think it was the Destiny 1 or maybe the beginning of Destiny 2. There was like exclusivity for certain exotic weapons on PlayStation.
Pretty sure that was Destiny 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is one of those where it's like, okay, well, some of these are like D1 exotics that people loved, and it's like they're not gonna get them for like a year, and by the time they get them, they're not gonna be relevant weapons.
Right.
So it's like they've always tried to do exclusivity for like a year of 6 months, anything they could do on a game to try to get a little bit of an edge on it. It's like, like Alex said, take the L and move on.
Yeah.
You're gonna have it for a few more years. Just deal with it.
Yeah, you're just sounding
Speaking of-
pathetic at this point.
Speaking of Activision Blizzard stuff, did either of y'all see the article about how the Overwatch 2 new characters are going to be locked behind battle passes?
I did not see that.
I saw an article title on it, but I didn't read into it.
So pretty much what it's going to be is, which is going to be interesting to see considering what Overwatch is any new characters released in Overwatch 2 are going to be able to get them. You're actually going to have to play through the battle pass or pay money to just do a direct unlock. Which is really interesting for Overwatch, which has always been a thing of, hey, all the characters are unlocked.
That is true. That is quite the change up.
So fan base has been up in arms about that apparently the last couple days.
Well, also to think about it, I mean, I guess I can kind of see why they're going that direction, considering Overwatch 2, a brand new game, is literally coming out with the intent to be free to play. Meanwhile, Overwatch, that was not the original intent, and it became free to play. So they just never really shook up the formula with Overwatch, and now that Overwatch 2 is meant to be a free-to-play game, they're going that direction. So I guess I can kind of make sense of it, even though it is a little jarring because Overwatch is. I can make some sense of it. I'm not saying I'm a fan of the move. I do understand it though, since this is meant to be free-to-play, while Overwatch became free-to-play. You know what I mean?
It too. It's just a very interesting choice of how they chose to do it for monetization when offered being free to play, of having people to either put hours into the battle pass to unlock the character or spend money to actually acquire it, when they could have done it different ways. And brings up the question of, once that battle pass is done, is the character just going to be solely a purchase?
That's what I was wondering. It depends on what level they would have it at the battle pass, because what if they put it like at the end of the battle pass? What if it's like, then like your casual fans who aren't always gonna make it to the end of it, or is that character just always gonna be a
Locked?
you have to pay money to buy this character?
I assume there's going to be some sort of in-game currency, because there was with Overwatch, which you used to buy loot boxes. So figure there'll be a way to do that with characters. It just, at least from that article I read, how they announced it wasn't initially put whether it was going to be purchasable with in-game currency or just strictly real money currency.
Okay. Well, that's something we're gonna have to continue to watch and see how that develops. I know the game comes out, the beta, whatever, drops the week that I'm on vacation, so I'll check it out sometime the week after that. I don't know if you guys plan to check it out. I know you guys aren't big Overwatch fans, but I'll check that out sometime after I come back from vacation, because it'll be on Game Pass, I'm pretty sure, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to come to Game Pass.
Okay, then yeah, I'm definitely. It's free to play anyway, but I'm checking it out.
I'll probably try it then.
Okay, yeah. I'm checking it out when it comes out when I come back from vacation. So if you guys want to check it out that week, talk about it on the show. It's up to you guys. I don't care. Next thing we got is we got a ton. I know, Zach. Is we got
I said I'd try it. I didn't say width.
we got a ton of God of War accessibility features detailed, which that's always cool to see in any game. 60 plus options, that's pretty dope. High contrast mode, audio cues, captions, more elaborate text, and icon size options, auto pickup, cam navigation, says auto platforming, and controller visualization. So that's pretty cool. Accessibility options are always a good thing in games in any form, and with that amount of options, could be up for the accessibility game of the year, whatever the official award is called at the Game Awards. I forgot, but definitely could be up there for that. And lastly, RGG Studio is announced the RGG Summit for 2022 on the 14th. So we'll get to chat about that next week for Zach there, depending on what we got coming out of it. So hopefully some good stuff for you, man. Hopefully some good stuff for you.
What's RGG again?
Yakuza, right? That should be Yakuza.
Is that the crew that does Yakuza?
That's what I saw when I saw the tweet.
Okay, maybe it is. I always just knew it was a Sega game. I always failed to notice the developer.
Yep, Yakuza. Yeah,
Okay.
they do the Yakuza series. So that's this week. So you may get some good stuff this week. We'll see.
Yay, more Yakuza RPG.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, that made it through the whole show. We hit everything that we wanted to hit today. Had some pretty good conversations. You know, we did have a lot of stuff come out this week.
Yeah.
And then next week we'll have the RGC Summit now. What else was going to be happening like this week? Let me scroll back up. Tokyo Game Show
Direct
is next week, and yeah, potential direct next week, which I do think is happening. Like legit, guys. If we want to put money on it, let's put money on it right now. Right now, live on this episode, I will put money on that there's a direct happening next week. I am very confident that it's happening. I could be very wrong, but I think it's happening. I think I did see some rumors that it was going to potentially be delayed because of the passing of Queen Elizabeth, which made me question what the hell is in this direct? Because the first thing people was saying, because there is a lot of talk that the new Fire Emblem is going to be here. So that was everyone's like, what the hell is in that Fire Emblem trailer? But to my understanding, from what I've seen, is that the direct is in fact and still on, and it should be probably Tuesday or Wednesday if it's going to happen. I think it is. I think it's going to happen next week. If it's not next week, it'll be the week after. But I'm pretty sure it's happening this month, and I will put money that it's next week. I'll put money on it right now. Make a bet. I will accept the bet with both of you.
Calm down there, rich boy.
You just got a raise. I don't want to hear it. You're in the same boat as the rest of us now.
Stuff is expensive. I have to buy things.
You're in the boat with the rest of us now, man. I don't want to hear that from you anymore.
Not yet. Not yet.
He says that and then immediately buys a PlayStation 5.
That was already on the list. I budgeted for it already.
Okay, if you say so. All right, well, I'm going to hit the music. Boys, last thoughts. Get out of here.
Like, comment, subscribe, rate, whatever your platform allows. It does help. If you're watching this YouTube, hit subscribe to follow us there. Helps, and definitely check out the Gamesthetic official YouTube and hit subscribe on there so we can start doing stuff with that channel. Thank you very much. Bye.
Yeah, please do everything he said and more. And if you made it all the way to the end with us this week, thank you very much. And come back and see us next week. We'll be live every Saturday.
Yep, around 6-ish p.m. Central Standard Time. Excited for the live journey. Excited for next episode. Because I'm actually very pumped for Tokyo Game Show. I am very, very excited for what's going to be coming out of that. Lots of good stuff lined up. Mostly with Square. Square is what's got me. It's got so much confirmed.
Square's the one who's been posting stuff. So.
Yes, so I'm big pumped for that game show. But make sure to also check us out on our website, SparkE3.com. You can sign up for free, or you can sign up $5 a month. We definitely appreciate that. Join the Discord, link down in the description below. Check out our sponsors like Rogue Energy, Wayward Beard Company, and Gamesthetic. And shout out to Agent Inc. We will be having some merch come out there sometime in the near future. Looking forward to that for sure. Check out the other shows like A Terrible Football Show, which is live every single Tuesday, as well as AniMan Plus. Make sure to check out that show as well. Until next time, guys, hopefully you have a wonderful day. See ya.